Priyanka, welcome to PP Moon.
Thank you so much for having me, Mark.
My first question to you would be what is the color of your sky right now and what would it mean?
Well, right now it's quite gulabi. It's really pink because I'm feeling like that, I guess. Also with the film. Basically, what the sky is pink means is like you can have your own sky. Don't let anyone ever define to you what your sky should be. It's a metaphor for life. Choose your life, be individualistic, decide what you want. Don't let anyone else define it for you. So at the moment, I'm definitely very pink.
What kind of message would your film have for people in troubled long distance marriages?
I think it just teaches you that eventually conversation really matters, connection really matters. Being able to have honest conversations with each other, showing each other that you matter. That's very important. Long distance relationships may, people sometimes forget to tell the other person that you're not around, but I love you. You're not around, but I miss you. I think using the words is very important.
Is that message very strong in this film?
It's very strong in this film. This film spans about 25 years. And it's a humorous take on, it's like a slice of life, but with a tragedy mixed in it. So you laugh tremendously, but you're also feeling a lot. And you see this real life couple. It's based on Aditi and Niren Chaudhary, who are 55 and 57 right now. And just their love story told from their teenagers' point of view. And it's so wonderful to see itne salon baad also this couple that is just flirty and sweet and supportive and cute, and they stayed apart for so long, came together. Their quest in life was just coming together as a family, and that's so hopeful in the world today, knowing that it's a real story.
They saw the film with you at Toronto.
Yeah.
And they've spoken very highly of the characters,
Yeah.
each one who played their respective family members. What did they say about the film itself?
I mean, I think they were very moved. I asked them that question. How does it feel to have a film made on your life? Like, intimate, vulnerable moments of your life. There's someone else playing it. And Aditi said to me, she said that I feel like Aisha is reborn again. Because I'm hearing this film in her voice. This is how she would have spoken. This is how she talks. And I feel like today her second life starts, where the world will get to know my Aisha. And that meant so much to me.
In one of your interviews, you said that people should not leave their brains behind when they come to see this film. Because normally that's what critics write, leave your brains behind when you go to see a Bollywood film. You said just the opposite. How has this film changed you?
I think it's made me realize that it's very important to live in the present. It's very important to appreciate and gobble life up. Life is a gift, and as many days as we have in it, चाहे वो 70 हो या 10 हो, उसको पूरी तरह जीना चाहिए. जैसे आनंद में कहा था ना कि he might not have a long life, but he'll have a big life. So Aditi that's her philosophy for her children. That I don't know what kind of life, I don't know the length of your life, but it's going to be big. I'll give you, my dad was like that, my mom was like that. They made everything an adventure. Even if it was moving into different cities, everything was fun and adventurous and exciting. So this film shows a lot of that.
I understand making the film was very trying for you, but you said that Nick stood by your side and gave you a lot of support. What exactly did he do?
Well, it was trying because I had committed to this film before I even started dating Nick. And I was shooting for it till 4 days before my wedding. And it's a very performance-heavy movie for all of us as actors. So the last schedule was happening right before my wedding, and we had to do all the planning and the logistics. So Nick just came down early. He came to Delhi. He said, you just focus on your work. And him and my mom did all the planning for the wedding and like the invites and the rooming and who's staying where and all the tam jam. They handled everything. So I just wore my dress and arrived.
Have you read the foreign reviews on the film?
A few of them, yes.
So the Hollywood Reporter says that both of you together, Farhan and you, are too good to be true.
Right.
They like the film, but Variety did not like it and said you all were very glossy. Do you think Indian audiences are ready for this kind of cinema?
I don't know. I don't think about that. Every film has its own destiny. My whole life, every film has had its own destiny. I just try and choose films I'll be proud of. I want my legacy, whatever I leave behind in life, at some point to say that I did great cinema. And I really believe this is great cinema. I feel like I am not someone who, I don't believe in exploiting stories just to make it interesting or to make it to cater it to a certain audience. You know, there's no like song or like set piece. So you don't have things that will cater. So I don't know about that. I stopped thinking about that at least 10 years ago. I've just wanted to do great films, and every film that I'm doing right now is really, really special.
Your director Shonali spent a lot of time with the family, including going into the girl's room and lying down on her bed just to get a feel of what she was like. Did you do anything of the sort?
Yes, I met Aditi. Shonali did not want me to meet Aditi because she didn't know if we would get along, what would happen. But I insisted because I have an experienced motherhood. I needed to understand from Aditi what it was like, what was her compulsion, why she was the woman that she was. So I went and met her. I went to London. I spent the whole day with her. We chatted. We had lunch. We talked about life in general. Now we're friends. Whenever we meet, we have a great time with the whole family. But I did a lot of prep in terms of trying to understand intentions of why people do what they do.
Has she got over her daughter's death?
I think she has decided to. It's something I did with my father as well. Instead of waiting to get over the pain, you make grief your companion.
Okay.
So you accept that it's there. That means that person is there, their memories are there. But the idea is to celebrate the life that was lived, you know, and that's what she's doing. These parents seeked out Shonali to tell this story.
Yeah.
They said, I want to immortalize my daughter because she was worth immortalizing. Yeah. She was that girl. She's inspiring. When she was a year before she passed, she gave an ink talk about happiness, about seeking happiness. This young little thing, 16, 17-year-old, was so clear in the life that she wanted to live and so happy about it, in spite and despite of having the disease that she did all her life. So I feel like I have goosebumps thinking about it. Like, it's so inspiring in the world that we live in today. Everything is like superficial and we're cynical. There's this young little thing that is just positive, and it's the upbringing that her parents have given her.
After you made the film, would you subscribe to Shonali's belief that it is a very rare couple that survives the death of a child?
I mean, I don't have to subscribe to it because statistics say it. Statistics say about 70 to 80% of couples, after they lose a child, end up in divorce, including Shonali's marriage. So, I mean, I don't know what to think about that, but I know that that's very inspiring to me. That this couple not only survived, their marriage not only survived, but they thrive. They still have this amazing romance between each other. They hold hands when they walk out. They're always looking for each other across a room. I mean, it's just, that's the marriage I want, for sure.
As co-producer, how involved were you with the film? Like, did you take a call on the casting? Did you decide who goes where? And
I didn't decide, but it was a collaborative effort, of course. All of us discussed who would be cast. All of us discussed who would be the people playing it. It was eventually Shonali's decision because it's her vision. But all of us had a say in like talking about it. What would be the best options, not just casting, but in terms of how we should shoot it, which song comes out first, and what is the trailer looking like, and all of those things. I think the beauty about making this film, especially because all of us have been friends, Sid, me, Ronnie have done about 6 films together. So I never felt like an outsider, or I was always treated like the team. And I learned so much from that. And this is the first Hindi film I've co-produced. So I look up to Sid and Ronnie tremendously as producers. I think they're the best we have in Bollywood, and Farhan in terms of Excel. So working with all of them in this movie was just a really amazing learning experience for me too.
You know, the industry and your fans here have been waiting for you to come back, like the big Bollywood return. Is this the right film for you to come back with?
It's the right film for me.
For you?
For sure. 100%. I wouldn't be on this poster or talking to you if it wasn't. I don't do anything that's not right for me. I don't know if it'll be right for other people. That's not something I base my decisions on. I go by instinct. I'm artistic. I consider myself an artist. And I want to create art. And art is subjective. आपको अच्छी लगे ना लगे वो मैं नहीं कह सकती. मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी, and I'm very proud of it.
Did you see Shonali's Margarita with a straw?
I actually saw it a week ago.
Recently?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I didn't need to see her film. When I read the script, it was outside of Shonali. I had met her. I read the script and I was compelled by the movie. I was like, I need to meet the writer of this film. So Shonali came down to New York, met me, and when I talked to her, in 5 minutes I knew that she knows her material so well. She knows what film she wants to make, she knows the kind of actors she wants, she knows everything about this film back and forth. My trust with her, and I'm a very director's actor, my trust with her happened in literally 5 minutes. And she kept saying, she said, you have to see my work, you have to see my work. But I just recently saw it a week ago.
Okay, I'm going to step away from The Sky is Pink. I've got a question for you. Your co-star Farhan is making a film on boxing called Tufan. You've already been there and done that. If you were to give him a tip on boxing and acting as a boxer on screen, what would that be?
I don't think Farhan needs any tips from me, but I think the posters look amazing. His body looks ridiculous. He's at like some 7% body fat, which never happened with me. The one thing that I learned, and he's also athletic by nature, which I wasn't. So for me, it was a large distance to travel. Whereas for Farhan, he's generally inherently athletic. He has, a body type like an athlete. I had to really bring my body there. I had to learn the sport. The only thing I would say is, the one thing that really worked for me is to be light-footed, like nimble-footed. When you're boxing, it's like, you have to, what is that?
The ring craft.
Yeah, you have to just be light on your feet when you're moving around, or fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, so like that, just like fly. You have to be light. That really works when you get your stance right for boxing.
Priyanka, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mark.
And good luck with The Sky is Pink.
Thank you so much.